Hi everyone, my name is Paul Anacarico, and I'll start by answering the first bullet question for the discussion board, uh, which asked for a reaction about how assessments are created. I never realized how much time, effort, and money goes into them, and I'm referencing the Harder Than the Dickens article. So again, I never really thought about the time and money that goes into creating a standardized test, and I was shocked to find out that it can cost upwards of $1,000 to develop one multiple choice question. It's nice to know that the psychometricians who are qualified to develop these types of tests are the ones making them instead of a bunch of random people who aren't as qualified. And this quote really stood out to me in the Koch article, Harder Than Dickens. And many potential recruits, undergraduates studying educational and quantitative psychology at colleges of education, are discouraged from entering the field by education school professors, many of whom are opposed to the rise of standardized testing in public education. Says Hoover. They say we're the bad guys. And this is how standardized testing was presented to me in my undergraduate program. I had professors who would speak about the uh, inadequacies about the different exams. It was always the imperfections about teaching to the test and so on. Um, from that standpoint, I'm glad I got to see the other side of it, and it certainly changed my somewhat negative opinion of the different standardized tests and how they're developed. The next question I want to address is regarding how these aforementioned tests compare to the teacher-made tests. Well, I guess the short answer is that for the most part, they don't. At least in looking at the amount of time and people it requires to develop an exam. I guess the one comparison should be that the tests are supposed to be impartial and aligned with a curriculum. If a teacher develops a test and wants to modify questions or content, they can. When you receive a standardized test, you can't. So what you see is what you get. To address the last question, which asks how can teachers get involved in the process, Luigi wants to say hello. I answer by referencing the Camara article and how it talks about increased demand for testing affecting the quality of the exam by having an increased number of errors and other issues. I think if there is this pressure to get it right, especially with a time constraint, then a committee of teachers may offer some insight into speeding the process up for these companies. So that's it, and thank you for viewing my video.